Hi, my fellow Virgos. Welcome to your reading for August 2021. This is just going to be a shorter reading. I already did your longer reading for the month, so you can go ahead and check that out. I'll link them for you. But this is going to be a little bit shorter. We're going to bring the lid down and we're going to get into it. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those of you intuitively guided. You know you're always part of it and welcomed. We're going to go ahead and start with the light seers. We're going to let them have the starring role. And then I'm going to use the crystal vision to clarify. Okay. All my decks are already pre-shuffled. But I like to shuffle them with you here too. All right, let's begin. So these are just like any extra messages that we need to hear. This can be something that we need to know right now. You know, that type of thing. We have the Fool. We have the Four of Cups. I feel like someone's wishing. Oh, I wish I could be the Fool. Right? I wish I could start again. I wish I could have freedom, maybe. Doesn't look like much action is happening towards that other than kind of like daydreaming about it. The Fool is freedom. The Fool takes chances, takes risk. You know, it's like the Fool knows that along this journey, they're going to meet certain elements, really of themselves, but of the universe that's available to all of us, and that is the Magician and the High Priestess and so on and so forth. So, I feel like somebody is, you know, I wish I could be this Fool. We have the Wheel. Wow. That may be a little push that you need. We have the Seven of Wands. We have, hello, Ten of Pentacles under the Fool. We have the Eight of Cups coming under the Four of Cups. Interesting, right? We go from the 4 to the 8. And I feel like that's just saying I'm no longer daydreaming. I'm actually moving into it, into this action. So for some of you, you know, you've been daydreaming about taking a chance on something, taking a chance on yourself, really. The Wheel kind of is like your force behind that, you know, your, what am I trying to say? The Wheel is, you know, lets you know that you are thinking and heading the right direction. It's destiny. So certainly wants to help you, right? Wants to help you get there. You know, but when we look at the Four of Cups into the Eight of Cups, the 8 is about the self. So it's action that you must take to reach that. Some of you, you know, you may be leaving home. You may be leaving your family. You may be, whatever it is, you're leaving. It may be walking away from some type of security. Now, when I say that, I don't feel like it's not for nothing. It's because something else now is opening up. Well, let's see. Well, hello, Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. So, I'm going to keep these short, but I can feel, you know, I feel a couple different things in here. First of all, I love that the Seven of Pentacles is coming under the Wheel. The Wheel really talks about your destiny, right? And sometimes you're on top of the wheel, and sometimes you're on the bottom of the wheel. If I'm on the bottom of the wheel, it talks about, you know, not just daydreaming being this Fool, but actually becoming the Fool. And that may mean that I, you know, in some way I'm walking away from something that may be secure, but at the same time, I don't feel any joy in it, in a way. So the Eight of Cups talks about that, right? And look at her, she's walking away. She's walking into the light. She's walking into the Nine of Cups, which is about self-satisfaction. And I don't mean that in an ego type of way. I mean in fulfillment of self. So, it's interesting. I just did Leo's reading, and they seem to have, it seems this month is going to be a lot about self and about creating. Taking a chance on oneself. Seven of Pentacles under that wheel. It couldn't give you any more confirmation, right? Seven of Pentacles to me means it's your soul's it was your soul's intention for some type of experience to happen, right? And this 10 can say, well, but I have to close out this door to then allow whatever new is coming in. And I do feel like it's going to take your action. I do. Nothing major, but, the Fool is taking a step into it. The Seven of Wands over here, I kind of love the Seven of Wands in this. I love this deck, by the way. I highly recommend it. But she is, the Seven of Wands is about defending oneself, or defending my ideas, my visions, defending others, right? But she seems to be rising above it all, right? Rising above it all. So I can still be the defender, right? I'm still defending, but maybe I'm doing it in a different type of way. She's looking right at the wheel. It's like she's meditating over that wheel. And then the Knight of Cups under that. Well, the Knight of Cups talks about every night is bringing you something, and this night is bringing you a cup of fulfillment. Whatever that may mean, a cup of love, whatever they may mean. Now, he looks, he's holding some roses in his hands, and he's got his white horse behind him. Interesting, the letter. It's like, the picnic. This picnic might be something that maybe somebody remembers. But there's a letter, and that letter is open. Whether he sent it or is it open, maybe not. Whether he's sending it, he sent it, and this may be somebody who's just waiting to hear back. But it kind of feels like someone, well, it feels romantic. Why am I saying not? We have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is perfect. Virgos that are here, this is really bringing you into your emotional house, right? But there's a reason. It's to clear anything that's been just holding you back. This isn't about so you can be a new love, just so you can be you. So you can be free and clear. That's the Fool. All right, we're going to use the Crystal Vision. Can't help, I see the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And let's just go a little bit deeper. Even though I kind of already know what it's talking about. And I think many of you do too. It starts with the Fool. And it can be anything, because the wheel is here in the Seven of Pentacles. It feels like it is of your soul's intention, and for it to break the surface, the Eight of Cups is required first. So it's just the clearing of the emotional house. The Page of Cups says the same thing, learning just to love myself again, and that means allowing myself to take chances. I feel like there's someone out there, and I'm kind of like this. It's like when your life becomes too secure, it's like, right? I need something. I need some kind of excitement, So don't be surprised if some of you feel that, And I feel like you should follow it. All right. I don't know if I cut these, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. These are meant to be short but sweet, because your monthly for August is already done. And I think the short ones may be like the, I don't know, like the icing on the cake. With the full here, I may talk about something you need to know now. All right, we have the King of Swords. Can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Three of Pentacles. Leo just had the same thing. Coming over that Four of Cups. Boy, how interesting. It's like, I feel like there's something within me that I could really do something with, but I'm just thinking about, like, I'm just like, you know, and I feel like some of you, it's like, you have this part of you that, I don't know, you could take on in an adventure. And the Three of Pentacles to me is confirmation that you do have this uniqueness about you that you can do whatever you want with as it relates to the Fool. You know, the Three of Pentacles in the crystal vision, you know, someone is admiring you from afar, admiring what you do, who you are, you know, your creative side, your mind, that type of thing. But you may not know it. So maybe this King of Swords, we have the Two of Wands over the wheel that tells me that you are going to make movement. I like that. So, again, I feel like I open up kind of daydreaming about wanting to become this Fool, wanting to pursue this. You know, when I say gift, I'm afraid that you're going to think that it's just like, like I'm a great singer and I know it. Maybe you are, but I feel like it's all types of things. Some of you, it's working with children. You know, it's just your hearts. Some of you, you know, you're just helping others because you get it, you understand it, you've been there, you've done that. But now you're feeling the urge to do something with that. And this is supporting it 100%, right? No more daydreaming. Two of Wands puts us in movement. You know, you may have spent some time just reflecting, right? Getting to know yourself better, allowing yourself to feel your real emotions. Page of Cups also talks about love being in the atmosphere. Well, hello. I'm going to take them because they seem to come out with such purpose. Like these three seem to belong together. And we have the Death card, card of Scorpio. This is, you know, coming over the Seven of Wands. This can certainly talk about if any of you have been in, you know, like aggressive type energy where you feel like you have to defend yourself. Death card is putting an end to that, you know, hopefully because that's what you want. I feel like Death card puts an end to it no matter what. Also card of Scorpio. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Strength card. You know, I was going to mention Leo again because Leo also had the Death card, and I can't help, and the Three of Pentacles, I can't help see the synchronicities. And then the Strength card is the card of Leo. But it's about inner strength, right? I feel like a lot of you are just rising. It's like you are ascending to another vibration. And all it took was your guts to make that step into it. That's what I feel like. All right, we have the Emperor. They also had the Emperor. They had it on the main. A lot of the cards you have in clarifiers, they had on the main deck. So we have the Emperor. Coming over the Ten of Pentacles, the Fool, and the King of Swords. I feel like some of you, it's about a business. You know, you becoming a business owner, even if I'm just starting small. The Fool says, don't worry about it if it's only small. You know, I'm seeing the twos and the threes. So I do feel like there's, like, the movement is forward. And then the Emperor showing, I feel like it brings about real stability. Now, it can be in Aries, I have to say that. All right, we have the Hermit card of Virgo. You know, this is to me spiritual awakenings. But the only way I could have had these spiritual awakenings was to go through the dark night of the soul. And what I mean by that, because a lot of people are like, what is the dark night of the soul? To me, it's the towers. You know, it's the things that brought me down to my knees. And Strength card tells me that, you know, you had to rebuild yourself, right? You had to pick yourself up. Many times we don't have a choice. But then, you know, time goes by and then we see if we're, you know, what's that saying? Two eyes to see with, one eye to know. Something like that. That's what I kind of feel. So anyway, I forgot what I was holding. I'm holding the Hermit. Some of you, this is about spiritually based businesses, and I have to tell you, I know a lot of Virgos who are in the healing modality and are great in it. Just feel like it's meant to be, right? We have the Hangman, and then we have the Chariot. Wow. It's like what was stalled has now begun again, right? It was stalled for a reason. Coming over to Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel, the Hangman's part of the process too, right? Let's think about the Hangman. So the Hermit is really asking the big questions. What am I meant to do? You know, what are my gifts? What can I do with the experiences that I've had, that I have overcome? And by the way, I just want to tell you, Tarot has really helped heal me. There's a lot of things, you know, just because I say something, I feel like often it's coming from my guides, and I also need to hear it. But I do have to say in the same breath, like, I've really, well, I don't know. I just feel like I have learned so much spiritually, but I have really opened myself up to my spirituality. And when I say that, I mean that. So anyway, Chariot is a card of Cancer, by the way. We have Leo and Cancer, Scorpio also. But the Chariot's coming over this Knight of Cups. So, you know, to keep this short but sweet, I feel like what this is saying, what's ever in this Chariot, right? Why does the Chariot show up, first of all? It shows up when you have gained balance within your life, when you have balanced the masculine and the feminine within you, the light and the dark. And listen, the only way you can know the dark is by going through the dark. You know, that's how you know yourself. How do you react when you're in the dark, you know? And it's learning from that. So anyways, I feel like the Chariot is the balance of that. The Chariot really is mind control, you know, where and there's no limit on the Chariot. So where I ask the Chariot to go, the Chariot will go, right? So, anyways, to keep this short but sweet, I feel like, you know, business ownership, yes. I feel like those who are dreaming to become this Fool so that you can then begin something that certainly feels called to, yes. The answer is yes. Trust within yourself, right? And by the way, if you're worried that other people won't be receptive to what it is, you know, that you may want to do, whatever it is, first of all, it doesn't really matter. Because if you're true to yourself, your soulmate family will find you, right? It will find you. It's just like my channel. It's like I trust that my soulmate family, like you are my soulmate family, that you will find me, right? That's just what I trust. So, anyway, I feel like for some of you, you could certainly talk about love coming in the door also, because he does have roses. Maybe you weren't ready. Hangman, you know, but nonetheless, the Two of Wands is putting us in movement. The Chariot is putting us in movement. So trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your guides. And I feel like those who feel like you've been at the bottom of the wheel, well, it just takes your tiny first step to start moving you to the top of the wheel. So, that's what the lessons are. How do we, how do we move to that top of the wheel, and then how can we stay there the longest, right? We're not guaranteed to stay there forever, but challenges when you're at the top, because you have much more understanding, become much easier, right? You can just kind of, it's like you're going with the dang my brain, with the tide and not against it. So anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you in the readings. Bye bye.